Everything I've done for my tooth.
So it's time to learn how money works to find out how the business dealings in secession actually work. This week's lesson was sponsored by Exter. Exter is known for inventing the first...
To be sad about what's being algorithmically like...
Yeah.
Because every day I'm like, wow, Vatican II's trending? I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, the Catholic Church is trending again? I'm like, that's so crazy that my interests are trending.
I know.
But I'm somehow...
It's almost like it's the...
good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They quoted some lady in that New York Times, like,
oh yeah, here she is. He has like a plus size,
of course he does,
daughter who's like modeling at Miami.
Move over, Megan.
For Miami swim meet, right?
Different kinds of like food.
Yeah, they can just put the IG.
Like liquid diet.
To have high input here, then we also like to have a high output here at the current. So voltages go here in, and the rest of the contacts are defining the configuration also by applying voltage. Now that in this device of ours here you see an atomic force microscope image of the device where you can't see the individual particles, but you see a kind of this plum pudding. It's able to realize all possible Boolean. What again is key of this device is that it can sense, it can actuate, we can tune it, and it's also very non-linear. So you see this kind of curve behavior points out this non-linear behavior from 2D to 3D. You can get a situation where you can find an easy dividing plane between the two. And then afterwards the problem becomes relatively easy to classify. So you go first to a higher dimension, you make your machine learning to material learning. I've been stressing to use the intrinsic, physical, especially non-linear properties of matter for computing. You can even use designless systems like our system, not necessarily, but designless has the...
Well, Joe Rogan is a very nice person and very smart, but he projects the fact that he's a nice guy onto people, but now he's not like that anymore. And he says, no, I've woken up. You've helped wake me up. And he now is really getting the fact that there is a predatory system that uses the mid-level and low-level. Yes, usually tyrannies like this only get defeated with another tyranny. And then the question is, do you then dissolve that tyranny, speaking of digestion, after you remove that which you were fighting? And they can say that that's the dialectic. They're not going to. And then he's reincarnated back on Earth as the God child or whatever. And so...
Yeah, what is your interpretation of the end? I haven't read the book, but you know the end once he crash lands on Jupiter, he's in that.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to read the book. It just doesn't sound like something I want to do.
Can I ask you a totally intrusive personal question? What are you scared of, or like the most scared of?
Separation from God. Which God is that connection, because what the Satanists, Luciferians are doing is building their own universe and being separate from God. And of those more complex dimensions here, organizing matter in the third dimension for an experience. And so this isn't even a simulation. It's more of a hallucination of us in the higher dimension experiencing things in this dimension. For whatever reason, we need to do that.
So would you say that that is the...
How does this yeah, exactly. Fully grown adults with like PhDs. Magicians were the first neuroscientists and psychologists. Like they were the ones who first understood the basic technology is to design efficiently applied to these things. We didn't want to modify them. We want them to take this action. We want them to keep doing this with their
every single time, which in psychology we call a positive intermittent reinforcement.
So you don't know when you're going to get it, and you don't know if you're going to get something, which operates just like the slot machines in Vegas. It's not enough to use the product consciously. I want to dig down deeper. An unconscious habit, so that you are being programmed.
The algorithm has a mind of its own, so even though it's written in that kind of build the machine.
People at these companies, Facebook and Twitter and other companies, there's only a few people who understand how the Like, you're very optimistic. That house? Yeah. I can't believe you can say that, 'cause I'm like,